Alrighty then. Welcome back. My name is Sherry. You're watching Railbirds Productions, or stream of the Fallen Timbers monthly 9-ball tournament. Coming up, we've got Kevin Rost and Craig Priest. This is an A-side match. We're coming to you live from the Fallen Timbers in Honor, Michigan. Yes, Kevin's won the flip for the break. This is a monthly tournament. Like I said, we don't have it on a set week of the month. Try to work around the other tournaments in the state. Kiss into the side pocket, and then fortunately the 8-ball rolled up there in front of the 9. Or the 4-ball. That is not the 8, that is the 4. I just played Craig, and he would ride that 9 and probably make it. Craig's going to shoot this one and draw off of it, or slide off of it for the 2 on the side. He wants it to stop, so he can just, he'd like to either stay off the rail. I think stay off the rail because he's going to leave himself to get angle out for the 4. Or roll this up the table and stay short of the 7. Now that way you've got angle to come out a couple rails for the 5-ball here. I'd like to draw it a little bit to drag it out. And then this is going to go forward a couple rails, or he can pop off of the rail and back towards the center of the table with it. He selected to pop off. I think with that angle there, I like going forward with it because the angle was to ride up into the 7 instead of crossing his angle like he did there. And then nice small pockets have come up to bite yet another person. They do that a lot here. Kevin does have a window to get through. I'm pretty sure he's got a window to get through there. That's what is the cue ball going to do. If he goes forward with it, it rubs off the 9. You don't want to do that. I'm going to have Brad watch the hit. I think Kevin called the 8. Well, he's kicking at it. I thought he could see through there, but I guess not. And if he gets down there, it could. Hasn't left him anything easy. Can either bank this ball cross-side, cut it in this corner like that. He's gonna scratch. I can't believe that ball went in when it hit the rail. Not much falls in after it hits the rail in this table. And the ball in hand here, Kevin's supposed to be out. He can play the ball in the corner and go to the side rail, or even just slide off of it a little bit towards the center of the table. Probably just like to slide off of it. Yep, dead straight in. Shoot and stop for the first game. Where is my dang mouse? There it is. And I don't think anything in this match is going to take a lot of time. Kevin is a run-out player. Craig is a quick shooter, run-out player. Getting to see him for the first time at one of our tournaments. Alright, this Kevin's got a shot here on the one. He's got to slide it a little bit around it. And he's done that well. I think he's going to just push forward here, shoot the three up in the corner. He's not really one to play the ball on the side, but he may pop off this rail and come out for the three on the side, or draw it straight down for the three on the side. Touch it in the side, come off a little bit. You want to go down table for the 5-ball next. Like to be able to just follow or shoot and stop whenever you possibly can. Just be careful he doesn't rub the 8, so he's going to draw off just a little bit. He'll hit a little, it's not even really drawing, it's just not following it. Taking the tangent line straight off the side of it. Just hit this one with a little bit of inside or right hand English so that the cue ball is working up towards the 6. Give himself an angle. He's got some, I think he would have liked it a little bit more. I think he's going to go forward with this. Couple of rails for the 8-ball. Wants to spin it and hit the end rail short of the 9. It's a nice shot. He'd like a little bounce off the rail. These are not his best shots, especially when the ball is up against the rail, but he does work on his weaknesses more than I do. And being off the rail, he can cue at this a little bit better. Don't try and do anything fancy with it. There you go. Nice straight in shot. Two nothing, Kevin. Will be Kevin's break. We are doing alternating break. We play BCA rules, except for we do rack your own, and the 9-ball does not count in the bottom 2 holes, of course. We do play a 3-foul rule. 3 consecutive fouls at the table by one player is loss of game. They must be told that they are on 2. This is a race to 7 on both sides. You are watching an A-side match. And yes, that is Kevin, my other half. Or other hole. I'd say either one's better than the other. 9-ball's gone. It does count in these 2, though. We also do a monthly 8-ball tournament here that we don't live stream. It's a handicap tournament. If you live in the Traverse City area, northern Michigan, southern Michigan, whatever, come on down, play some of our tournaments. They have leagues in here starting in the next few weeks. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and beginning of football season, there will be a Thursday night league. It's a nice break, and he's got a shot on the 1. He can see it. It's nothing easy to start with. I might even bank this one ball up at the 9 ball, ride the 9, and put the cue ball up in behind the 6. The link for the brackets is in the chat. If you're looking for those, want to know who's playing. He's got away with that. He hasn't let Kevin much, except for a safety. So, if he can even see it, I think he may have to kick at this just because he'd have to hit the one so thin. Where the cue ball is going is not the greatest, so he's going to shoot at it. Yeah, I'd hit this super thin to keep the cue ball out of the hole, or hit it about a half. Well, it's not safe, but it's not straight in either. If this is your first time watching Railbirds, I'd like to tell you about some of the features of the stream you're watching. Our stream does have DVR capabilities. You can rewind, pause, fast forward. You can rewind up to 4 hours. We haven't been on the air that long today, but you can go back and watch all of the first match if you missed it. And that match was Brad Houston and Trent Stilson. It was good games. There's a cut on the 2 here. You're going to want to go back and forth because that's the 3 ball below the 5 there on this, by the same side of the table. You want to go back and forth, and you actually want to hit the 3rd rail. Kevin's not going to hit the 3rd rail. So I think I had to play that to hit the 3rd rail and bounce off so that you don't get hooked behind the 5. Now he's playing mostly jacked up. The 4 ball is the ball that's down there by the 9. From my other view, it looks like the 9 is frozen to the rail. That's not something you can really see from this far away, but it does appear that the 9 is frozen. Kevin's just going to go back and forth. The 4 does not pass the 9. I'll show you all what this 9 ball looks like. This is not an easy shot. Unfortunately, he's almost on the line. He's hit that. He came up really nice with that last shot. And it just came out of hole, but he made the 4. We do. He wanted to just draw straight back over. Jacked up, might have dipped a little bit and actually hit a little higher on the cue ball than what he was intending to. The 9 ball's going to push towards the corner pocket when he makes the 6. It'll help put the cue ball back on the line over to the 7 ball. Just push forward with a light brush the 9. He wants it to stop. He's alright. He can either follow this forward. I think that's the angle he's got, is to follow this forward. Or he can come a couple of rails out of it. And looking at way he's cueing this, he's coming around the table. That was a very nice stroke. And this table here has 4 1/4 inch pockets, so they're a little bitty. It's hard to hit them. Yeah, put the warp speed that he hit that with. Yeah, that pocket shrinks down to about the size of the object ball. And I'll just alternate break. It makes it really hard to keep somebody at 0, so it's, you know, when you see that, it's pretty good big feat. Kevin has a really controlled break. Sometimes it's detrimental. Let's hit it off just a little bit because everything pushed over to one side of the table, so he hit off to the right of the one ball a little bit. But he's got to hit his safe break. And I think you're going to see Craig roll out here. And pushing the cue ball down to the end rail. Or he can push it down and leave Kevin jacked up over the 9 ball. If you just shoot the cue ball at the 9. Push shot is the first shot after the break, regardless of who shoots. They have the option of pushing the cue ball anywhere they want on the table. You can't double hit it. Of course, if you push it into a pocket, it's a ball in hand. You don't have to make anything go to a rail. You don't have to make contact with any ball. But your opponent can make you shoot if they don't like it. Kevin said, I like it, especially with the 6 ball there. Held him up beautifully for that 2 ball. If the 3 doesn't pass the 8, Kevin's going to just pull this back a little. He looked at shooting the 3 on the side. Well, that, you know, maybe he'll just pull it back a little bit and shoot the 3 in the other corner. But he's got this almost shoot stop angle. Roll forward off the rail an inch. 4 ball is the ball that's in front of the other side pocket. So it'd be the red 3 ball. You can go into the side or into the corner. I think I might, with this angle here, even shoot it up table if the cue ball can go between the 5 and the 6. Kevin's going into the side pocket and drawing it over to the side rail and back out for the 4. It's not terrible. He's not totally happy with it. I think the cue ball has to run into the 7. 5 ball does pass the 6. It's tight, but it does pass it. He just walked over and looked at it. I think he thought he was going to hit that a little bit thinner and have the cue ball bounce off the rail a little bit. But it's a tester. But, let's see if he came to battle prepared. He came to shoot. Draw off this a little bit. Just draw down. He'd like to have a little angle on the 7 ball so that he can work down towards the 8. Okay. I think he's going to probably come 2 rails out of this bottom right hand corner. 2 straight line at the 8 ball. That's what I mean by coming up your line. Perfect example of it there by Kevin. Thank you. Straight up for the 9 across corner. .50 Craig's break. Alright, that was a nice break, but cue ball went forward and has found darkness. Alright, let's see what Kevin's got to figure out here. The 1 and the 3 are right next to each other. He's gonna pop off of this a little bit, shoot the 3 on the side, and draw off it a little bit. Yep, give himself room to cue. The 4 ball is the ball down here in the by the bottom right hand corner pocket. And he'll probably just shoot and stop this. I thought he'd shoot and stop it and try and spin out, but he's going to come backwards with this. He's going to bottom, just straight bottom to draw out of here. But he's going to get way down at the bottom. He wants that to hit. Sit. You got to hit that good to get that down. He almost scratched. You got to hit that good to get that ball down there that far. And he does have the angle here. Actually, he might even be able to get the 8 ball out of here now. Because you don't want to be playing this 8-9. It is not pretty. Just like that, and comes around for a nice shot on the 6. Once the 8 stop. Makes it a little harder to get shape on that 7 ball. I wouldn't want to play it from in there, but I can just draw straight down to it. And from the angle he is, he needs to draw just past the center of the table on that angle, and past the past the side pocket from where he is there. At the side pocket, looks like he's got the angle to get through there. Cue ball, bottom rail, side rail, just above this, just below the side pocket. Back out. Go forward with a little bit of spin. Spin it back up towards the 9. Shoot and stop. On the hill on his break. I'm trying to figure out who I will have up for you next. It'll probably be one of the winner side matches. That's a nice cut shot. That 8 ball stay out of the way. I think it did. Maybe. Pretty tight. That's a really nasty cut too. You want to just fluff this ball and just barely touch it in. Kevin probably won't do anything like that at all. play the 5 for the 6. He's going to come off of it. But he'd like to be about where he is right now for this 5 ball. This will work too. He's got to queue up over the 5. He's not happy about that. He wanted to be able to drag down. Now he's got to just accept the side rail. Game of millimeters, not inches. Millimeters. He's going to jack up and try and draw off this a little bit to get himself a little bit better angle, a little closer to the 6. Wants to, because of how thin you have to cut the 6 and the 7 right there. He'd prefer not to go up and down table, and with this angle he doesn't have to. Let's pocket the 6. And you have to pick your poison. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and go up and down table and miss the 9, or miss the 8? Or do you just want to roll this ball in? Looks like you may be hitting this a little bit of a kill. And he's going to come straight out, back up towards him and shoot the 8 past the 9. Yeah. And that's perfect. He's going to stunt, just shoot this ball. He can let it go forward, or he can go to the side rail and back over. It looks like he's just going to pop it. Nope. And he's come up a little long here, but he's alright. All he's got to do is make it this 9 ball for the match. And that's the set. Very nicely done. Alright. And we will be back momentarily. Stay tuned.